These are difficult times for government, and we all need to pull together rather than panic. But I thought the Prime Minister's language yesterday was spot on in relation to the government's response to the coronavirus. Cabinet has met today to sign off on a multi-billion-dollar assistance package to people like pensioners and small business owners and people with a cash flow crunch. The Prime Minister has guaranteed that the package will be neither a waste of taxpayers' money, his words, nor an indiscriminate cash splash. And he made the outstanding remark, we now have one goal in 2020, to protect the health, well-being and livelihoods of Australians through this global crisis, and to ensure that when the recovery comes, and it will, he said, we're well positioned to bounce back strongly on the other side. He said, when the economy bounces back, our budget will bounce back. The stronger the recovery, the stronger the economy, the stronger the budget. It's good language. As I've been saying, there are only two things to be achieved by this necessary government support: keep business in business and keep those in work at work. What's needed is a quick stimulus. Pensioners and the unemployed will be targeted in the belief that they will spend any cash payments immediately. There's talk of a one-off payment to the 2.5 million Australians on the pension and part pension, as well as the unemployed. But it's got to go further than this. The Prime Minister is right that, quote, the measures must be temporary and accompanied by a fiscal exit strategy. That is, they can't go on forever. But the cash help is needed for businesses and households. This is not just coronavirus, though there is money meant to be directed to drought and bushfire victims. But people in the travel industry have had group tour bookings cancelled. People in the seafood industry face financial ruin because China is taking no orders. And what I would hope for from discussions I've had with business is payroll tax relief, delay the quarterly business activity tax statement, give relief to business on GST payments. And for those who can take advantage in manufacturing of producing the products that we have been importing from China, introduce an investment allowance. But the Prime Minister is right. Big business has a crucial role to play in keeping people in jobs. If the government is eating into its own bottom line, then big business can do that as well. This was good language by Scott Morrison to big business, and he said, quote, we need you to support your workers by keeping them employed. Hold on to your people. You'll need them on the other side. Wherever possible, support them, whether full-time, part-time or casual, including with paid leave if they need to take time off due to the virus. And then this point, we need you to support your small business suppliers by paying them promptly. Pay your suppliers not just in time, but ahead of time. Now, it's to be hoped that government does that as well. State and federal, you pay your suppliers. What the Prime Minister said applies to government as a big employer and often a very bad payer. He said how you support your customers, suppliers and employees during the next 6 months will say more about your company, your corporate values and the integrity of your brand than anything else you could possibly do. When the Prime Minister called for us all to pull together, that includes the Labor Party and opposition. Jim Chalmers, the Treasury spokesman, often a bit of a smart aleck, is nonetheless quite bright. He needs to offer his support. There's been a major economic fallout from the virus. Households and businesses have been hit, on the one hand by supply disruptions, and on the other by a drop in demand. People aren't coming through the front door. Right now people need cash transfers, wage subsidies and tax relief, and that's what this package should provide. But the Prime Minister's rhetoric yesterday was spot on. It was, I think, an excellent leadership performance. Now, let's get the job done.